I spent 40 years being who everyone needed me to be, and then realized I had no idea who I actually was. Today, we're exploring self discovery, the surprisingly liberating process of meeting yourself for the first time. When you grow up adapting to complex family dynamics, you become incredibly skilled at becoming what others need. You develop supernatural abilities to read the room and morph into whatever version feels safest in the moment. These are remarkable survival skills, but they come with an unexpected cost. You can lose touch with who you are when nobody needs anything from you. Many of us reach adulthood and realize we can't answer simple questions about our own preferences because we've never been given the opportunity or the permission to have opinions that don't serve someone else's comfort. Here's something liberating about self discovery. You're allowed to not know who you are yet. You're allowed to experiment, change your mind, and discover you're completely different than you thought. The process isn't about finding your true self as if there's some fixed identity buried inside you. It's about giving yourself permission to explore different aspects of who you might be. One of the most delightful parts of self-discovery is rediscovering your preferences. The small choices that reveal who you are when you're not performing a role. Do you actually like the music that's always playing in your space? When you're completely alone, what do you choose? Hot coffee or iced? Planned activities or spontaneous adventures? Social gatherings or quiet evenings? These tiny moments of preference noticing become breadcrumbs leading you back to yourself. Self-discovery often happens sideways. You don't find yourself by staring inward, asking, "Who am I?" You find yourself by engaging with the world and noticing how you respond. What catches your attention? What moves you? When I started documenting my mother's condition through photography, I thought I was capturing her story. But I eventually realized every frame revealed my perspective, my way of finding beauty in difficulty, my instinct to notice what others missed, my particular way of seeing light in dark spaces. The camera became a mirror, showing the aspects of myself I'd never consciously recognized. Here's a simple self-discovery practice that requires no special time or equipment. The attention tracker. For 1 week, notice what naturally draws your attention. What do you find yourself looking at when your mind wanders? What types of conversations make you lean in? What makes you pause when scrolling through content? What do you notice about environments that others seem to miss? What topics energize you during conversations? Don't judge or analyze, just notice. At the week's end, look for patterns. Your attention is a compass pointing toward aspects of yourself you might not have consciously recognized. The biggest shift in self-discovery happens when you move from survival mode to exploration mode. In survival mode, you're constantly adapting. In exploration mode, you're actively seeking experience that might reveal new aspects of yourself. This doesn't require dramatic changes. Try a different route home, new cuisine, or conversations with people outside your usual circle. Approach these experiences with curiosity about your own responses. Self-discovery means learning you're not who you thought you were. You might discover unexpected preferences, hidden talents, or aspects of your personality that only emerge when you're not managing everyone else's emotions. You're allowed to outgrow who you used to be. The serious person might have a playful side. The helper might have strong personal opinions. The accommodating one might actually prefer boundaries. As you discover who you're becoming, remember, You're allowed to be different than you were. Self-discovery inevitably leads to evolution. And that's not betrayal. That's growth. Your family system might have depended on you staying in a particular role, but you're not required to remain static to maintain others' comfort. Our next healing card explores grief and loss. Because as you discover who you're becoming, you naturally grieve aspects of who you thought you were, and mourn experiences you missed while playing roles that didn't fit. This grief is actually evidence that your self-discovery is working. Try the attention tracker practice this week, and notice what naturally captures your interest when you're not trying to be helpful or appropriate. What patterns emerge about your authentic preferences? Share one surprising thing you've discovered about yourself in the comments. Your insight might give someone else permission to explore their own identity. Remember, you're allowed to keep evolving. Self-discovery isn't about finding a fixed version of yourself. It's about staying curious about who you are becoming. Next week, we'll explore the natural grief that accompanies this beautiful process of growth. Until then, take good care.